Genesis 49, verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome them at the last. I give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. I like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. All right, this is your brother Selah. All right, and today we're gonna dive into the tribe of Gad. Lord willing, this will be edifying, and this has been on my spirit. To speak on the tribe of Gad. All right, so a little bit of info. Gad. In the rest of the northern kingdom, they that sailed off to America. You know the during the captivity under the Assyrians, that was only the northern kingdom that fell underneath the captivity of the Assyrians, and then they sailed off over here to the Americas, which was called Azareth in the scriptures, and we're gonna cover that real later into the video. So but yeah, no. This is just a reminder, for you Israelites that yes, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, yes, they are part of they are part of the 12 tribes. They are, they are, they are also Israelites too. As you can see here, clearly, before when they came here, they were melanated until they started, intermingling with, or rather, they got colonized, by these damn devils, Esau, and lightened up their appearance over time. All right. So let's get a little bit into the backstory. All right. So as you can see here, we have these old relics, from Gad, you know, and from the who are the Native Americans and the Seminoles, which I believe Gad mainly consists of Cherokee, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, if I can zoom in on it, yeah, Khan, yeah, as you can see, these old relics, they're written in the Assyrian script, because remember, the northern kingdom was the only ones in the Assyrian captivity. The southern kingdom at that time, or at that time or later, was under the Babylonian captivity. So and the southern kingdom, they never wrote in the Assyrian script. It was only the northern kingdom, because the northern kingdom was in captivity. Then they had to eventually flee persecution from the Assyrians. So as you can see here, everything is written in the Assyrian script, and I believe that that arrow-looking necklace or pendant, I believe those words are inscribed, Yahweh, on there, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So let's pull up the precepts. All right. So this is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 10, and we're gonna start at verse 20. And it says here, 12 lions stood there on the one side, and the other upon the 6 steps. There was not like that. Salaki, there was not the like made in any kingdom, and all King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were were of pure gold. None were silver. It was nothing counted of in the days of Solomon. For the king had a sea of had at sea a navy of Tharashes, with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tharashes, bringing gold, silver, ivory, apes, and peacocks. You know, and y- and if you look at the and if you look at the word peacocks, that's actually goes back to Turkey. You see, so they actually brought back turkeys from you know you, from what's from modern day America, or Babylon the Great. King Solomon, he sent a navy, and it took a total of 3 years voyage, a year and a half to get there, and another year and a half to get back. To collect those riches, from that land. And so yeah, so our people, back then they knew of the land of America. That's where King Solomon got majority of his wealth and riches from. As reading here. So all right, so now we're gonna go in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 27, and it says here, and the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book. And the Lord Yahweh rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation, and cast them into another land, as it is in this day. The secrets belong on the secret things belong unto Yahweh our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words in this law. So if you go under tools, right, and then we can look under another land.
Strong. Strong's H312. Aher. Aher.
All right, here.
Strong's H776. Eretz. Eretz.
All right, so if you put those two words together, land, another, Eretz, land, another land, Azareth. All right, all right, so all right, so all right, so. So the Lord was angry with the northern kingdom, because they were doing iniquity. They were committing idolatry, like they did back in ancient Egypt, and that pissed off the Lord. So what do? He sent them away. Well, and we're gonna read later how he sent them away. So we jump down to Second Ezra chapter 13, and we're gonna jump on to verse 40. It says here, and those are the 10 tribes which were carried out. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land, Jerusalem, in the time of Osea, the king whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. So they came into another land, but but they took his counsel among themselves, and they would leave the multitude of the heathen to go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. All right, so at that time, no one was living in the land of North America, or which is what is known today, or all right, or that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow place of the river. For the Most High then shewed signs of them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. Right, because when they say that, like like getting from Jerusalem all the way to North America. It's actually pretty treacherous. There have been documented reports of like giant waves or like typhoons or like hurricanes, hitting there. So so Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he held back, the flood, so the Northern Kingdom could get there safely. For through that, for through for through that there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. See, a year and a half. So going back to real quickly, going back to First Kings, chapter 10 and verse 22. So, all right, going back where it says, once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, or Tarshish, bringing gold and silver and ivory. And why it take 3 years? Because it took a year and a half to get there and another year and a half to get back. Okay, so yeah, so it was referencing that land. And what was that land called? And the same region is called Ar Arsareth, or Azareth, which literally means another land. And so and that and as we read here in the book of Deuteronomy, or in verse 28, where it says, "And cast them into another land as it is this day." That was talking about the Northern Kingdom. They've actually sailed there. To North America from Jerusalem. As is referenced here in the book in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 13. Verses 40 to 45. All right, and that was the main point. And another thing I want to mention. I wasn't able to find this video, but there was I believe it was a Northern Kingdom woman. I believe she was a Gadite woman, and she explained that if you brothers could find the video that I'm talking about, please post a link to that video. But in the video, the Gadite woman said like her ancestors like they actually had stories of them sailing on big ships, actually getting over here to the Americas, from another land, which that land was Jerusalem to America. So so you know yeah, that account from that woman and these relics, prove that yes the Northern Kingdom are the people that came over here, or the natives here are indeed the Northern Kingdom, that came from Jerusalem to America, or Azareth, as it's called in the scriptures. And the proof of that was of those three verses, and the fact that they wrote in the Assyrian script, in he in the Assyrian script of the Paleo Hebrew. So all right, so that's the backstory of the Northern Kingdom. Now what I want to do is get to the main point. All right, so right here, it says here, First Chronicles chapter 12 verse 8, and it says here, and the Gadites there separated themselves unto David, in the hold of the wilderness, men of might and men of war, fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the roes upon the mountains. Yeah, yeah, man. The Gadites, man, they were fierce warriors, man. Esau, like, they had to resort to bitch ass tactics, like attacking them in their sleep. That's what Thanksgiving is all about, though. I believe it happened around 1630. Correct, if you brothers can correct me, but it was when and it wasn't though. and Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, it wasn't no the natives or the Gadites sitting down with with these damn Edomites, having like some sort of picnic or whatever. No, or having some sort of feast. No, no, that's not how it went down. Like it how it went down was basically these Gadites, they were asleep. They been and Esau came in and attacked them while they were sleeping. That's how this devil is. It's like these devils know they couldn't take on Gad, because Gad was physically too strong. For these Edomites, and that's also proven in the scriptures. In the book of Genesis. That's why the book of Genesis is actually really important to read. So it says here, KJV, one nation shall be stronger. Alright, so this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And if you read down, we find out the first who came out was Esau. And Jacob was holding at his heel. And if you look at sports today, who's dominating the field, who's dominating the ring, it's Jake. Like, yeah, you might see some white people. Guess what? Those so-called white people, or that appear to look white, or Edomites, or other heathen nations, like, they're actually Jake, man. Because guess what? Jake has that ferocity. He has that drive. Like Jake, he knows how to fight. Compared to these other heathen nations. But you see people like Conor McGregor. And I guess you could argue up and coming Logan Paul. But guess what? Those 2 guys, Conor McGregor and Logan Paul, those 2 people are actually Israelites, or they're Jakes, man. You see people like John Cena. John Cena's a Jake, bro. John Cena's definitely a Jake. And so, but not to get too far off topic. Yeah, man. The tribe of Gad. They're a warrior tribe. And going back to the book of Genesis, where it's Genesis 49 verse 19 says here, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. As brothers, they brought out this video before, but I'm gonna bring out this video again. Your
ignorance. Do not be blind to your naiveness. What you see is the truth. It took all of this to prove to you that we are still here. We are not going nowhere.
So lucky for that, brothers. It's lucky for that previous image. That's just TikTok being freaking TikTok. Yeah, I gotta apologize if you saw that freaking cleavage in the background. Fucking Esau, man. But anyways, continue on with the video. Oh yeah, I like to say fair use, 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 fair use.
We're on the trail of truth. We're right from San Francisco to D.C. Expect us or expect us. Trail of truth. Stand back. 300 pound turn out political prisoners. Okay, we're moving.
Hey man, you see, yeah, you see the Gad right there. You know these guys, they going off, and you know, as the apostles and elders point out, they're doing this in New York, Manhattan on Fifth Avenue, and Fifth Avenue is where the apostles and elders usually go out to camp and preach, man. So yeah, all this is spiritual, man. Gad's waking up to to the fact of no, no, telling them that hey, guess what? You didn't get rid of us. We still here. We still here, fools. Like, basically spin that Esau. You'll tell them that you know that that they didn't get rid of them. That they didn't get rid of them. That they're still there. You know why? Because well, let's get this in the scriptures. All right, so the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6, and it says here, "For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." Meaning what? That's well, we're not utterly destroyed. We're not consumed by these other nations. The Lord didn't allow these other nations, to utterly destroy us. Because guess what? He made a promise that Yahweh Shem Yahushua made a promise to Israel that that we're gonna get the kingdom, right. That was a blessing, that birthright that we that we got from Esau, Well, Esau basically handed it to us because he didn't want it in the first place. As it says in Genesis, he despised his own blessing, and Esau despised his own blessing. But he ended up later regretting it because he was acting foolish. But 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 yeah but anyways, we know the scriptures. They say, unto Abraham, unto Isaac, unto Jacob. Let's get that. Because we want to be we want to clarify. We want we want to clarify everything. So let's get this KJV. Abraham. So, all right, Matthew 22 verses 32 through 34, and it says here, I am the power of Abraham and the power of Isaac and the power of Jacob. Yahweh is not the power of the dead, but of the living. And when the multitude heard this, they were astonished at his doctrine. But then the Pharisees had heard that they were set that they had put the Sadducees to silence. They were gathered together. Yeah, and this it's a clear cut right here. We have the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 6 says, "Moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon Yahweh. And that's and I believe that part there was when when he was I think correct me if I'm wrong, brothers, but I believe that's what Moses was actually let me check to see if that's. Yeah, Khan. Yeah, it is. That's what Moses was speaking to Yahweh in the burning bush. So, and Yahweh himself, clearly says he is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So, Yeah, so so that proves that the Lord does not change. Not like He kept His promise. Unto us Israel that we will get this. Get the kingdom forever, man. And these damn devils. That's why they have this hatred, this perpetual hatred for us today. That's why they mock us. Call us all kinds of problems and bywords. And yes, that is because we didn't follow the law, statutes, or that's why we did break the covenant. We broke the first covenant. That's why we fell into captivity, for our disobedience. But it's also because like these devils, they in their spirit, whether they know it or not, in their spirit, they're mad at the fact that they're never gonna get that birthright, and that they're gonna go into captivity. For for laying their hands on us. All right, So now that takes me to another video. Oh, and again, before I play this video, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Do you like my costume?
No, not at all.
What about his?
I don't.
Which one's less offensive?
I guess yours would be less offensive because you're a minority.
What do you think? Is it offensive that he did that? Defensive?
Offensive.
Offensive for what?
Exactly.
So, what do you think about if it was opposite? If he
I was
were,
a white person wearing blackface.
I mean, if you do this on Halloween, whatever.
Yeah.
What about my costume? Tribal. Is it offensive? For what? Do you like my costume?
Hey, man, that also goes to show you that these damn heathens, they also don't give a shit about us, So fuck these heathens, man. And but nah, especially fuck you Edomites, for for speaking lawfully concerning oppression, and we're gonna get that in the scriptures. Like that when I say that they go around wearing Gad's tribal outfit like he's a damn costume, or like he's a damn mascot, like nah. Or he characterizes Jake, turning him like as I said, like blackface or Sambo, or whatever. So let's get a couple of scriptures before I close out this video. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 7. Salaki, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verses 8 through 9. It says here, "They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth." Yeah, man. Yeah, and even these latter times, man. These days, like even with all the things going around these fucking devils, man. Man, they still got a bone to pick with Jake. All right, so let's actually get this in the blue letter, for better edification. Psalms 37.
Strong's H6233. Oshik.
Oh shit, and that's oppression, exhortation, injury, gain by extortion, and that actually takes me to a couple more scriptures. All right, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, or the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and if you read on down, it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such one saith his own soul to sale, because while he liveth he casteth away his bowels. You know, and you know, and eventually the physician cut off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. And that's talking about Esau Edom, man. This man's about to go into fucking captivity for everything he's done, man. Man, and it you know, and this video right here proves to show you that these damn devils, man, man, they don't give a shit about you, man. You natives, you know, they especially don't give a shit about you, Southern Kingdom as well, and the rest of you, Northern Kingdom, man, man. So yeah, man. So so ultimately, so ultimately, this, fuck this devil. This man's going to captivity, and the rest of his people, they get to pay for what they did, and if you also, look at the synonyms for the word oppression, and let's get that. Let's see, persecute, abuse, maltreat, ill treatment, tyranny, despotism, repression, suppression, subjugation, subjection, enslavement, exploitation, cruelty, ruthlessness, harshness, brutality, injustice, hardship, misery, suffering, pain, and anguish. Let's see, wretchedness. Let's see, ill treatment, cruelty, brutality. Let's see, maltreat. Let's see, persecution. Yeah, these damn devils, they still persecute us even to this day. All right. Now I'd like to bring out one final scripture. Or actually, no, Slaki. This will be like the second to last scripture. All right, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. It says here, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So, so as you saw in that one video, with the Gadites protesting on on Fifth Avenue. They're reminding these damn devils of how, of how they got the land. They didn't make, they didn't ask for it kindly. They never sit down together. No. These damn devils, they use their sword, as the scripture says, "By thy sword thou shalt live." And that's talking about Esau, using a sword to take, you know, using a sword to take, take resources, take the land, take the resources, the food. Kill off, the local animals like the bison, the cattle. This man, this man's, this man destroys the environment. That he ends up even hurting his damn self, and now other people are starting to feel it too. So that's what you get, you dumbass devils. All right, but you know what? That's okay, because there's a recompense for that. So we're gonna end off with this scripture. All right. So we're going to get off with the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10. It says here, Revelation chapter 13, verse 10, He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Alright, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, the bars, my apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well and taught me this truth. I like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and 1/3. With that, I'd like to say shalom.